Good morning, my book besties. It's your girl Jaye. Welcome back to my YouTube channel where we talk everything books, book recs, reading vlogs, whatever it is book related, we get into it. So today I just wanted to give you guys holiday book recommendations. These are books that I've read and I love them, eat them up, and definitely 5-star reads in my opinion. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. So I hope you guys enjoy the recs. I hope you enjoy the video. With that being said, let's get into it. The first one that I want to talk about is one that I read last year. It's a YA rec. I ate this up. Like, I devoured it. Like, I picked it up and I didn't want to put it down. I absolutely loved it. It became my favorite holiday read last year. Love in Winter Wonderland by Abiola Bello. Yeah, I gotta really pronounce these names because I'm not trying to butcher them. I love this book so much last year that I was posting it on Instagram like crazy that one of my book besties ended up getting me. I had bought it from, I think, Target, and I had seen it at Target and I just had to get it. And like the next week I got this in the mail, which is really funny because now I have a hard copy and a physical. But the physical cover, I like the physical cover, but then I also like the hard copy cover, so I'm not mad at it. The book follows Trey and Ariel. Trey and Ariel weren't really friends. Ariel needed a job and she applied for a job at his family's bookstore. There's literally somebody coming in every week to try and buy the bookstore off of Trey's parents, but being that it's a family-owned bookstore and it's been in the family for generations, Trey is not really okay with that. Him and Ariel come up with a plan to save the bookstore, and in the process their feelings start to come out. I suggest this if you're into YA, if you love a little YA, if you need a palate cleanser. It's no spice, just vibes, just like Christmassy Hallmark-y vibes. This book is Hook Up to Holidate by Pracilla Rose. This book is set in like a whole nother world, which I love. This book right here, girl, this book right here, this one was like really romantic-y. It wasn't heavy on the fantasy genre, it was heavy on the romance genre. This book follows Indigo and Vega. Indigo and Vega, they work in the same university, right? Vega actually just got a job there and Indigo has been working there trying to get a promotion. Vega and Indigo, they spend like a very steamy weekend together and then find out that they work together. Indigo is more of like a sharpshooter, like she stays in between the lines. So in her mind, dating somebody that's also on the faculty is a no-no. Indigo and Vega trying to combat with like being together, eventually giving up because it's like you are no match for Vega. Vega want her woman and Vega gonna come and get her woman. This one had me kicking and screaming the whole time. If you are into sapphic, if you like the orc and the whole different world aspect, I definitely suggest you pick this up. I know you're gonna like it. Like, come on, let's be for real. I read A Billionaire's Christmas Wish by Charisse Carr and I thoroughly enjoyed this book. Okay, this book follows Jaye and Coleman. Jaye and Coleman have been together for years. They have a son together who is 6 years old. Coleman's family kind of let it be known, if you continue to go through with this girl, we will no longer be your family, we will ultimately disown you. And that is what happened. Coleman said, but this my lady and my lady gonna stick beside me and I'm gonna stick beside her. When she got pregnant with Wolf, during that pregnancy there were a couple of health complications that she had went through. As like years went on, her symptoms started to get a little worse. With this holiday season, Coleman is like, I can't sit here and watch my wife go through this and only have me and her mother to support her and help her when she needs a whole village. I was not expecting none of this from this book, especially not this cover. I was thinking it's gonna be like some hoochie mama stuff. No, babes, this was definitely Hallmark. I ate it up. Like, I ate it up. This book, I had a time. Please go read this. I also had a time with this book, even though it gave your girl a little bit of frustrations. Okay, in the spirit of Christmas, the first 2 chapters had me ready to tussle. Okay, this book follows Willow and Devontae. Willow owns a commercial company where she's always coming up with jingles for a bunch of brands and products. Devontae works for her in said company. Devontae gets to his car and he notices that 2 of his tires is slit. Somebody came and slit his tires. Willow, being the person that she is, I wait with you because like I don't want you to be out here by yourself. Where are you headed? Like I'll drive you. Like come on, because you can't sit out here like it's freezing cold. He gets home and they're like doing like a party, so he thinks that the party is for him. He walks in, he finds out his girlfriend ain't really his girlfriend, is married to somebody who was locked up and was using Devontae to make sure that the mortgage stayed paid and his credit stayed alright. I was so mad when I read that, but then that's how I knew I was gonna eat this book up. This story then follows Willow and Devontae over the Christmas. Like Willow's family pulls up, Devontae family pull up. Like it was good. I loved it. I also read Mrs. Claus is a Serial Killer by Fatima Munroe. This one is for my unhinged girlies. Santa is a serial cheater. He can't keep it in his pants, and it's only worse because he out here delivering presents. But not only is he delivering presents, he dropping off some loads of his kids. Mrs. Claus gets an invitation to a wedding that says that he's marrying somebody. When she gets there, it's a bunch of ladies basically telling her like Mr. Claus is the father of their kids, and it's a lot of kids. It's a lot of ladies and it's a lot of kids. Santa finally shows up. Miss Claus is like, so like what's going on? Like what is this? And he's like, at the end of the day, you're my wife. Like you're who I come home to. That's all that matters. She says, you played with me one too many times. Watch this. Then proceeded to hop on Rudolph and get low. Then she gets locked up and she finds out about these people who do podcasts. She ends up doing a podcast with them. This lady is crazy. I read this so quick. Like once you pick it up, you don't want to put it down. It's another quick read. Literally take you less than 3 hours, but I definitely enjoyed this. The other book that I read is My Heart, My Soul, My Baby, My Man, Elph Around and Find Out by Kyate. I was in this lady DMs over this book. That's how much I love this book. This book follows Elph and Jasmine. Elph is literally an elf from the North Pole. He gets kicked out because he was up there smoking that ganja, and Santa said, hey, we ain't doing it up here. So he got booted. He ended up getting booted to the same complex as Jasmine. Jasmine is going through her own stuff though. Last year for Christmas, her man was shot and killed by his side piece. She a single mother, she a widow. Her dreams to become a baker is no longer in her reach. Elph came in and he said, I'm about to change this whole baby faith in Christmas, and he sure did that. From showing up for her, from spoiling her, from making sure she never have to ask for nothing, check for nothing. I loved this book so much. I love this book down. He was that man, but that's that's my man, okay? My man. Went in there wingling him that holiday joy, and he delivered. I think y'all would like that one too. That one was really good, so please go pick that one up too. Another book that I read is F Around and Fell in Love During the Holidays by Talena. Tillman. This one followed Havoc and Duchess. Havoc was a rapper, Duchess is a producer. Havoc is ready to retire, so of course he wants to drop his big banger of an album. Well, for Havoc, he don't want to work with no other producer but Duchess. The only thing is, he been trying to get with Duchess since years, okay? Duchess is like, nah, like, Hovig dead a hoe. He for all the ladies, he community. Havoc's like, you know what? I gotta do what I gotta do. So he's like, yo, Duchess, I need you to produce my last album. I want it done before the new year. How we doing this? Havoc knows that Duchess has a studio within her crib, so he's like, listen, like with the holidays coming up, I'm not trying to do too much, and I know that you don't want to leave your crib. I know you got a studio in your crib, so can I just come to your crib and we just make the album there and then I cut? Havoc pulls up to her crib. It's like, yeah, I just need a little bit more and now I'm in you. And that's where this story takes off. I ate it up. There was another one that was very quick. This one I read probably within 3 hours and loved it. 5 out of 5. Duchess was a real, she held her own. She stood on her 10 toes until she couldn't stand no more. Definitely go pick this up before the month is over, because it's gonna give you a little something that you ain't know you needed. Another book that I read this month was On the 12th Day of Christmas, My Savage Gave to Me by Latoya and Nicole. Miss Latoya, you did not have to eat down the way you ate down with this book, okay? This book follows Modest and Malai. Modest is a owner for a real estate company with his brother. Molly is their receptionist. Modest and Molly end up bumping into each other, and all of a sudden it's like they feel the attraction, but with him being such a grump, he's also an ass, so he's being like very mean. So she was like, like, I don't know who you think you're talking to. As Modest started to pay attention to her, he started to see like she was really just down bad and really just trying to hold it down for her and her kid, but it's been really hard. Modest steps up and he becomes the man that she needs him to be. Meek and his girl and his lady, he's the king of the shop, and his wife is she's obsessed with it because the money that keeps coming in. Meek wants to hang up that coat and, you know, really prosper in this real estate business. He's ready to settle down. He's ready to turn over a new leaf. He want to go legit. His wife is really messing with that, all right? So you can kind of catch the drift that goes on. Yeah. All in all, I love this book. Between the drama, the love, the connections, the kids, the Christmassy vibes, the tea, the plot, the everything. I loved everything about this book. So definitely go pick this up. Thank you. Another book that I read this month in the good old spirit of Christmas is I'll Be Gone for Christmas by Georgia K. Boone. I loved it. 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 This was like a mix on house swap slash I'm just trying to run away from my problems, but really I didn't really run away from my problems. I ran right where I'm supposed to be. This book follows B and Clover. B is a city girl, real city girl life. Clover is real country girl life. Clover just lost her mother, just called off her engagement to her fiance that she's known since childhood. B feels as though she's constantly in her twin sister's shadow. You know, she's just like really just trying to find herself. Things happen that cause them to like really want to like just get away from where they're at, which is where they come onto this app and they end up switching houses for the holiday. The way that the bus just carries on after that is just, I loved it. Like the writing was amazing. I love the way that this showed that sometimes you just need to get out of your comfort zone just to really experience what it is that you really need. They went way out of their comfort zone and found happiness. It's just so fun. Like I was so engrossed with this book that I wanted to be in it. It's a really good book. I highly suggest that you guys pick it up this month because I loved it. And you know, if I loved it, you could come and key with me. Also read Love Me This Christmas by Jasmine Nicole. Her books her pen game never fails. This book follows Natalie and Fury. Natalie's boyfriend and baby father walked out on her last year on Christmas. This year she's just trying to like get out of that little nasty grinchy spirit. In the process she runs into Fury. Now Fury is that man. I loved me some Fury this whole book. That man weighed on her hand and feet. He didn't cease to amaze me the way that he was about this lady. I love this book, but this one is a really quick read. It's really good. I think that you guys would actually really love this story. The next one that I read was Spiked Hot Chocolate by Rilzy Adams. This book follows Tristan and Cosima. Cosima just got out of a long-term relationship. They broke up right around the holidays, so right now she's in a funk and she's trying to get out of this funk. Tristan was supposed to be getting his child for the holidays, but since his ex-wife is getting married, she requested that their kids stay with her for the holidays. And they both end up in the same bar. The bar starts to get packed, so one of the servers asks if it's okay if they can share a table. That's the weekend of holiday spirit with Cosima and Tristan. The next day they went ice skating. It definitely gives insta love, so if you're not an insta love type of person, you might not like it, but it's a quick read, so it's fast paced, so you get over it. Okay, got me ready to make me a little hot chocolate with a little bit of liqueur in it. For the holiday spirit, I love a good novella. I love a good quick read just because it gets straight to the point. It gives me all the Christmassy vibes, all the Hallmark feels, and a little bit of you know what I'm talking about, a in between. Oh, that was it for the video. I hope you guys took your notes. I hope you updated your TBR. I hope you followed me on all my socials, because when you go and read these books, I want y'all to slide into my DMs and talk to me about it. If you have read these, let me know. If you haven't read them, let me know. If you want to read them, let me know. If they're on your TBR, let me know. If you want to talk about them, let me know. That is all that I have for you guys today. I hope you guys have an amazing week, and I'll see you guys next time. Later, besties.